If you ever looked at your LES and thought, there is no way I've been paid enough for what I do, you're not wrong, but not for the reason you think, because your LES does not show you real income. Today, I'm going to explain exactly what your LES leaves out, why it does that on purpose, and how much money most service members never count when they talk about their pay. Welcome back to the Adjutant. Here we break down military pay, benefits, retirement, and financial truth without the confusion, without the myths, and without the fluff, so you can make informed decisions about your career and your future. Now let's start with what your actual LES is. Your Leave and Earning Statement issued by the Defense Finance and Accounting Service is a pay administrative record. It exists to track pay entitlement, taxes, deductions, leave balances. It was never designed to show your total compensation. Bet you didn't know that. That's the first misunderstanding about this document. Now, what your LES does do and why it looks small, your LES clearly lists your base pay, your BAH, your BAS, special incentive pays, taxes withheld, deductions. But psychologically, your eyes go straight down to the base pay because it's taxed and it feels like real money. That's where the mistake happens, folks. Now, what your LES does not count as income. Let's talk about what's missing. Your LES does not calculate the value of your tax-free income. Now, what is your tax-free income? Well, it's your BAH, it's your BAS, some special pays, your combat pay. If a civilian had to earn the same after-tax income, they need a much higher gross salary. Your LES doesn't translate that, it just lists the numbers. Healthcare value, completely absent. Your LES does not include TRICARE medical coverage. It doesn't include your dental coverage. It doesn't include your prescription coverage, your family health care costs. For a civilian family, this can easily be $15,000 to $25,000 per year, and sometimes more. On your LES, it shows $0. So, what's the retirement value? Retirement value, not even mentioned. If you're under the blended retirement system, or the BRS, the government TSP matching, the pension accrual, survival benefits, none of that appears as income on your LES. Even though it's future, it's guaranteed value, your LES tracks cash today, not wealth tomorrow. Another thing, leave as money. Every day of leave you earn is paid time off. Civilian equivalents generally 10 to 15 days per year, and that is if you're lucky. You earn 30 days per year in the military. That's compensation. Your LES just calls it a balance. Then there's a subsidized life insurance, or the SGLI. SGLI's covered value? Not even shown. Housing protections, legal protection, PCS entitlement? None of it counts towards income on your LES, even though civilians pay for it all out of pocket. And you're probably saying, Adjutant, why does this even matter, especially for career decisions? This misunderstanding, folks, leads to bad reenlistment decisions. I cannot tell you how many people I have met since I retired and since I was practicing law, and they just happened to be retired military people, fellow prosecutors that I battled in court against. They would tell me, oh, wow, I wish I had stayed in the military. So that's bad reenlistment decisions. That's why this misunderstanding happens. That's why all of this matters. There's poor officer enlisted comparisons. There's inaccurate civilian salary comparisons. Underestimating retirement value. All of these things come from why it matters to fully understand what your LES is saying and what it's not saying. Be aware of the LES trap. Your LES makes military pay look much smaller than it is, less competitive than it is, easier to replace than it is. That's not accidental. It's just not designed for financial literacy. Now, what should you use instead? When evaluating your pay, you should calculate your gross base pay, your tax advantage value, the healthcare equivalent cost. See what it costs out there for a family for great healthcare coverage, your retirement accrual, your leave value. Only then you're comparing apples to apples. So here's the final truth. Your LES isn't lying to you. It just is incomplete. And if you don't understand what it leaves out, you'll always undervalue what you earn. If this video helped clarify how military pay really works, make sure you like it, subscribe, and share it with someone who's still judging their career by base pay alone. On this channel, we don't deal with myths. We deal in facts that help you protect your future. Now, before we wrap up, I want to leave you with this, folks. Information only matters if you understand it. And understanding gives you options, whether we're talking about military pay, benefits, travel, bigger life decisions. The goal here is always the same: clarity over confusion. Too many people move through systems they don't fully understand, and that costs them time, money, and peace of mind. My goal with this channel is to slow things down and break things apart and give you the context you need to make better decisions in your life. You don't have to know everything, folks. You just have to know enough to ask the right questions, because that is where real leverage starts. Now, again, if this video has helped you, hit the like button so it reaches the people who need it, and subscribe if you want clear, straightforward breakdowns without all the noise. I read the comments. I pay attention to what you want covered next. I treat this channel like a conversation and not a lecture. Remember this. Your time matters. Your decisions matter. And understanding the systems you're operating in matters more than most people realize. Stay informed. Stay intentional. I wish you blessings and blessings. I am the Adjutant, and I'll see you in the next one. Shalom.